All right, so right here I have my MPC One Plus, and right next to it, as always, my Audio Technica LP60 record player. I'm gonna be sampling into the MPC, see what we come up with. I'm gonna be seeing if we do some stem separation. I know it says that with this 3.0, the algorithm of the stem separation should sound better. I have not really explored it. I haven't had time to test it out as much. So today we might get into stem separation. If it's necessary, then we'll do it. But overall, let's just have a good time. Let's have some fun. Before we jump into it, I do want to remind you, if you are in need of any audio equipment, make sure to check out Zounds. Zounds is the best place to shop at when it comes down to any type of audio related equipment. Whether you want to set up a payment plan, they do not run your credit, they don't run your background. They go ahead and ship out the gear to you, and you just set up a payment plan with them. That's how I bought my MPC. I actually just paid it off not too long ago, so I've been learning it. I've been having fun with that MPC, and I was able to make payments with them. I'll leave links to the gear that I'm using, my favorite beat making gear, down in the description if you want to check that out. And also, before we jump into it, a quick word from our sponsor. DistroKid is an awesome and easy way to distribute, publish your music to all streaming platforms. The reason why I use DistroKid, because they have really good tools such as hyperfollow links. A hyperfollow link gets rid of having to put 20 different links to iTunes, Spotify, Tilda. It creates one landing page where whoever clicks on that link, they could select where it is they want to listen to your song. Now, it's very easy to create. Once you have an account with DistroKid, go ahead and select the project that you want to create a hyperfollow link to. You'll scroll down where it says hyperfollow and hit visit. Once you're in this page, you go to your upper right hand side and hit edit this page. Once you're right here, you're able to see the link that you'll be sharing, and right here you have different streaming platforms, and this is just convenient for your audience. Whatever it is that they use, they could just click on that link and start listening to your song. And down here we have your social media links, where you can put your Instagram, your LinkedIn, your personal website, or your YouTube page, where people could get connected. And at the very bottom, you could embed a YouTube video. So if you have a music video for that song or that project, you could add it right here. You could preview this page, and as you can see, it is one landing page with all of your links to social media, a music video, a small 30-second preview of the song in the different streaming platforms. When you create a DistroKid account, a hyperfollow link is included with your account. Now go ahead and sign up today using my link to receive a 7% discount and start using hyperfollow links today. All right, so we have this record right here by the Chambers Brothers, The Time Has Come. I'm gonna drop this in. I've heard a few records in here that sound pretty good. We'll see what catches our attention and go from there. So let's go ahead and check this out. Okay, all right, so this is already sounding good right here. Let's get this going into the MPC. Right there, we got something, but the first pad, let's go ahead and tighten this up, jump into the track editor and just adjust the start point of this. So we have pitch is down -2. Oh man, already sounds good. Let's go right here and adjust the downbeat of this right there. Just really quick like that. This one right here, there's not a lot in this sample, but just these few strums sound really nice. I'm gonna actually bring this down. I don't know what tempo this is at, but let me see and tap this out. I actually have a groove right now playing. At about 77, let's put it at 75 and see if I can lay something down right here on the grid. Let's get out. We actually hear the kick and the hi-hat and snare. Let me get into stem separation and see if we can get rid of that kick, hi-hat, and snare. So let's say I like how everything sounds. I don't need stem separation with these 4 pads down here. I just need stem separation on this 6th pad up here. I'm gonna go right here where it has the stem separation icon, and I want this to give me stem separation only on this individual pad, not the whole entire program. So I'm gonna put the stems on drum 1 because that's the track we're on. We're on drum 1, and I want it to assign not in pad A1 because then it's gonna grab all the stems and put it on this pad. I want that to go on pad 7. So let's select pad 7. So it should shoot out the stems already right here in pad 7. Hit do it. This might take a second. Actually, this is the first time I do stem separation since the update in 3.0. So we'll see how it sounds. I know stem separation in standalone versus when you're using it in controller mode is a big difference. It sounds a lot better in controller mode. So let's see how it sounds in standalone. Now we should have stem separation right here. Go from samples right here. There it is. And it's only on this pad. All the other ones sound good. All right, I want to take out that kick. Not too bad. I love how that sounds. Let's get some drums in here, or at least some ideas with drums. I have the SP1200. I have some one-shots on the 1200. These one-shots are actually from my Sample Pack Volume 3, so if you like how these one-shots sound, make sure to download Sample Pack Volume 3. Also, if anybody is subscribed to the Patreon, just know that you're going to have these sample chops at the end of the video, and whatever I record from the SP1200, I'll provide that drum loop for anybody in the Patreon. Just make sure you go to the SP1200 section, and I'll have the actual loop of the drums coming out of the SP1200, so you can download that if you want to use it. That's it. I want to record that. I'm going to come in right here to my sampler. Oh, come on. Are you serious? Yo, that's the first time I ever had the MPC crash on me. And it actually happened as we're filming this video. That is wild. Okay, so I do have, and I do remember I have the automatic backup, or it will save this project automatically turned on every 2 minutes. If I go to my browser, let me go into Beats, YouTube, and we have it right here. Let's see how far back it saved this. Hopefully it got the whole stem separation. All right, so actually that's the second time in my whole entire MPC workflow since I've purchased an MPC that I've experienced a crash. The second time that's happened to me, the other time was on my live a long time ago, and right now it just happened. So I don't know if anybody has been experiencing this with this beta. You know, let me know down in the comments. But we're going to continue right here. We're going to record this SP1200 drum break into the MPC. Go ahead and create a new track, track number 3, and I'll name this 1200. Hit do it, close, go to browse, assign. Got those right here and just laid that on the grid. All right. Now let's go back to the sample that I have. Yeah. I actually want to get in. I've not done this before, but let's see. Hopefully this actually comes together really good. On my actual sample, since I'm sampling from vinyl, there's this record that I was just listening to. The vinyl was just really beat up. I could not use it, but every now and then, since the record was so bent, it would give me this nice warble effect that I like how that sounded, but it was just too noisy. So I know within the track editor, I'm right here on the sample. If I go to the LFO, right here on the LFO, I'm able to use this pitch. Yeah, that's just 1%. Oh man. All right. So I want to add that pitch. I want to automate and add that into the sequence at the end of the second bar. Well, actually, I think at the end of the second bar would be too soon. So let's get this, instead of 2 bars, let's double length this into 4 bars. And at the end of the 4th bar, maybe we can add that warble effect just using the LFO. So let's go ahead and see how we would go about that. If I want to engage automation or just assign these to a parameter, hold down Q link. Let's go into project 1 since there's empty. This is an empty project right here with Q links. Go to Q link edit. I'm going to go into this first Q link. I'm going to turn on learn. So it's blinking now. I've not done this before, so let's see if it works. Select this and just use my cursor or my jog wheel. Boom. There it is. Q link 13. Let's make sure that's on right there. LFO to pitch. That's good. So if we hit play, yeah. Oh, that is so cool. All right. that is awesome because yes, there's plugins that I can use like the, what is it, lo-fi, or there's this plugin I'm just not can't come to memory right now, but that one sounds really good. But I just want to give that quick warble effect. That's it. And at the end of last bar. So if I go into this grid editor, I want to just look at this as a whole, and I want to add that automation at the very end right here. So let's go from read to write. Let's write that at the end of that bar. All right, so did it do it? Let's check. Okay, so I see some automation down here. I'm gonna loop this, hit play right here. Okay. I don't know if you hear it. Very gentle. I don't want it to make it too obvious, but it just kind of gives me a pitch bend right there. I gotta put my headphones on for this right here. I just want to hear this detail right here. Look, this is the first time I write automation with the pencil tool. It took me a long time. I think it's better if I just do it writing the fader or the knob instead of drawing it in. I want to get used to this and draw in these notes, but yeah, I think it's a lot easier just to write or automate it as you're performing it. But this is really cool because now I have that just in that last 4th bar. So as I was making this beat, I noticed that I forgot to disengage the read mode in automation, and that's very dangerous because I was panning my master bus and it was going to the left speaker, and I was like trying to erase the automation because anything you touch when this is in write mode is going to automate that and record that into the sequence. So you accidentally hit a pan knob or adjust the volume of anything in your sequence, is going to record that. And now deleting that, trying to get in there and like, man, I need to delete the automation. Just a quick heads up, if anybody has ever ran into that, an easy way to delete automation, if you accidentally tap into that, just go into your arranger, open up this little icon right here, select automation, and it's just going to show the automation whether it's on your tracks that you automated, or like me, I accidentally automated on my master bus. So it's technically not a track. It's going to be under your buses. So you're going to want to go right here where it says buses. And now this shows you the automation of any bus that you have. Mine was on this outputs 1 and 2. I just had to delete the automation right there. Go back to my tracks. I'm back right there. I only have 2 tracks right now. The SP1200 drums, as a matter of fact, I'm going to long press right here, and I'm going to bounce this to audio track. Hit bounce. The reason why I want to bounce this to an audio track is because I feel like I have a bit more flexibility if I want to mute a certain section. I mean, now technically you can do it with your mute groups, but I don't know why I've always just felt more comfortable with audio track. Maybe just my old habits that I have when I would just edit on the DAW. I just like seeing the audio track waveform a lot better. So for instance, if I want to cut out anything, get the cutting tool right here and just select your section that you want to cut out, which for me is going to be this bar right here. Yeah. This sounds cool, but I want to add a little bit of texture. I don't know if I can dig up some samples right here so I can add a bit of sound or texture in the background. Yeah, okay. All right, something like that. That sounds pretty cool. I'll just lay that deep in the background. It sounds very bright and a little too sharp. I'm going to sample that into the SP1200 because the SP1200 does something beautiful to any high frequency signal. The filters on the SP1200 sound awesome. So let's go ahead and sample that into the 1200 and then get that from the 1200 into the MPC One and just lay it in the background. I'm going to just record it straight into the MPC, hit arm, have that right here, and maybe we can just lay that in the background of the beat. I'm gonna go ahead and stop right here. For anybody that is signed up to the MPC course, whether you're in the MPC One or the MPC Live course, be on the lookout. I just launched some new videos on bass, just going over the key group programs, plug-in instruments, and using the 16 level mode on our MPC to come up with some bass lines. So if you are signed up, be updated, go into your videos, and you'll see those added at the bottom of your course. And if you're not signed up just yet, make sure to sign up. I'll have a link down in the description. We go through going very slow, explaining the process, at least the basics of the MPC. We do offer payment plans, so if you want to just make payments as you're learning, you go ahead and do that. So hopefully I get to see you guys right there. And thank you so much for hanging out with me on this video. I'll catch y'all on our next one. Peace.